Hey.
I beat Ali. Yeah,
No one is as fast as Victor.
exactly.
Or as sneaky as Mustafa.
As beautiful as Mustafa's eyebrows.
No, nobody.
Oh, thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
ashamed of mine now.
I
That's good. I like it. Let's do them for Ali. What's a good one for Ali?
mm, Ali.
Look at him. He's so
Nobody is as wise as Ali.
he's a very wise man.
Yeah.
But look how serious he is. Nobody is as serious as Ali.
Exactly.
Actually, teacher, a few days ago, I found something like a nickname for Ali, but I forgot now. I hope to
What?
remember again. Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. I forgot now. Oh my God.
You need to write these things down.
Yeah,
Nobody is as forgetful as Mustafa.
yeah, yeah. It's like what I can say in English. It's like your forget translate to me. Transform
I have
through
a nickname
microphone.
already.
Pardon?
I have a nickname already.
Oh, what's your nickname?
Mr.
No?
Eat It.
Wow. You remember that?
What is your nickname?
Mr. Edith?
Yep. I'm amazed that after all this time you guys haven't made a nickname for me.
Oh, really?
Well, it's been, for some of you, it's been a long time I've been teaching you, and I still don't have a nickname.
But I think I called you something.
We have two already.
You have three.
What? Andre, is this what happens when you're gossiping about me in your hangouts without me?
No, I think you know them.
I do?
Yes.
Do you not want to say them out loud?
Um,
Are they embarrassing?
I think I'm not the author of this of this one.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I guess I don't know my own nicknames.
With your new job, you forgot everything. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, she forgot.
Oh, is it Mustafa calling me the queen? Or Miss Abby?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but Victor hasn't remembered to call me Miss Abby once since I've been back. My heart is as broken as I don't know. My lemon car. Victor, he forgot. I guess I
No,
need a new one.
I said today in first class.
You did? You said Miss Abby?
Yeah. Don't you remember?
I
You snooze.
Snoozaloo.
No way.
Daniel, welcome back to class.
Hello, I am first time here, so
This is a new Daniel.
yes.
Good to see you. Where are you from?
Good to see you too. I'm from Slovakia.
From Slovakia. And tell me a little bit about what you do.
I am a student, and I like sports. I like English, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know.
What are you a student of?
I study computer networks. I have Brax right now as network administrator.
Good for you. So you're in the middle of your studies. That's fantastic. Thanks for joining us today, Daniel. I'm happy to have you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
My name's Abby, obviously. I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Okay.
And let me say hello to Francisco. Francisco, how are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
Good morning.
I'm ready for the class.
That's good. You were born ready.
Yes.
Good to have you back, Francisco. Thanks for coming. How was your weekend? Was it okay?
Yes. In my country, they have a lot of rain in this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not in Canada. This weekend was hot and sunny.
Uh,
So fall is coming. I'm enjoying every last bit of sunshine that I can.
now is rain.
Raining in your country. Thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Jesus, welcome back to the class.
Hi, teacher.
Hey, I know I've had you before, right?
Yes, in the last week, maybe.
Yes, exactly. How are you? What's new?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Nice to have you with us. Hey, Michael, welcome back.
Hey, Abby.
Glad you were able to join us.
Thank you.
What did you do today?
As usual. I worked. What?
Did you go to the gym?
Yeah, I was like in the swimming pool and the sauna. Sauna, is that pronounced?
Perfect. Sauna, yeah.
Yeah, sauna. I met a shrink in sauna.
A shrink?
Yeah. With master degree.
Oh, that made me laugh. A shrink with a master's degree in the sauna.
Yeah, what I mean that she studied like a bachelor degree and after that master degree as psychologist.
Very good. Did she speak English?
No, just my language, like my language. But it was interesting that she's a shrink. Like I was surprised that bachelor degree and after that like master degree. That's like a little bit for me too much. Like to specialize. I mean, in one specialty, in one thing.
Well, she's into education. She loves it, obviously. That's good. Very good. Thanks for joining us today, Michael. Mr. Coffee, welcome back.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
I said hello to Mustafa, right, Mustafa? I said hello again. And to Victor as well. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be reading an article about food crime. Daniel, what do you think food crime is?
Food crime is probably when people make something bad with food when they want earn money or something like that.
When they want to earn money?
Yes.
Very good. So using food to try to
or save money or something like that.
Very good. Thanks for sharing. Anybody else have an idea? Ali, you said a joke.
Really?
Did you make that joke up yourself?
No, it's answer is food crime.
Yes, if an apple robs a bank, that is a food crime. Craving the fridge in the midnight.
Wow.
Sorry, teacher, just I didn't understand the joke. If Annabelle robs the bank.
If an apple.
Apple.
If an apple robs a bank, it is a food committing a crime. It's a food crime.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mr. Eating.
Oh, Mr. Eat It. Ali made that joke up himself.
Yeah, it's like when you fake the food or what I said, counterfeiting of a food.
Counterfeit food. What do you mean fake food? Give me an example.
Yeah, Okay. Mark a food with a fake, maybe brand or something like faking mark. So it's like it's appear good, and it's maybe made in, if not if, it's like from perfect origin, but it's not. Okay.
Mhm. So we call that false labeling.
Yeah, something like this. Okay, teacher.
The label, what it says is presented inside of the package, is not true. False labeling.
Yeah, just maybe change one letter or two, like, yeah, if you understand me, they do that to the some kind of food maybe, or even a device or something like that. So it's like maybe computer maybe, or something like this. Just add a letter, or add in the beginning or in the middle, okay, or double the letter, so it's appear like the original, but it's not, and it's illegal because it's not the same.
Exactly. No, you're definitely right with that one. Sorry, just have to do this. There we go. Can anyone think of an example of when they've heard something like this happen in the news?
I heard that Chinese people can make chicken eggs from a powder. Like fake chicken eggs.
Oh, wow.
They can make eggs from powder?
Yeah.
Ooh. Nasty.
Yeah.
Has anyone...
But
Sorry?
it looks like real eggs.
Like an
They can-
egg like this?
Eggs,
Or
yeah.
already cooked?
No. Like yeah, you showed first, yeah.
So it looks like an egg,
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
raw
Eggs.
form, yeah.
and you
Yeah.
go to crack it or to eat it, and it's actually made from a powder.
Yeah.
Artificial egg.
That's pretty disgusting, Victor.
No, they look like real eggs.
Would you eat that?
I don't know. Maybe I ate. Maybe never know who I ate.
Maybe we had it for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, who knows?
Some people make from sugar and water, make something like honey and sell them like honey.
Absolutely. That's a classic, Ali. In the Dominican Republic, they would do it all the time.
Really?
You thought you were buying honey, but you were buying sugar and water. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Another one is vanilla extract. And you thought you were buying pure vanilla extract or extract from a vanilla bean, but it was actually like a mixture of different chemicals that tasted just like it. That was another one that they would do. So it's only a food crime if it's not labeled on the bottle. So if it's advertised as something, and then in the ingredients list it says what it actually is, that's not a food crime. It's only a food crime if you are convinced by what you see on the bottle that you're buying a product that it is not actually the case. Anyone else have an example? All right, let's read. I'll share my screen with you. Whoopsies.
Ibi, I have a question.
Okay. What is it?
Can we call a food crime, for example, if the supermarket change the date until the product is good in the quality?
Absolutely.
I'm not sure how do you call it?
Expiration date.
Expiration date, yeah. Thank you, Michael.
So yes, so if, say for example, if the company, say a dairy company that makes milk, let's say they release their product on the shelf and it says it's best before September 15th. If the store or the people that are selling the product change that date, then yes, it is a food crime.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, or if the dairy company puts a date that is longer than what is expected by whatever standard that the government has in place, yes, it's a food crime. Any other questions or examples? Okay. I have one, but I think there might be a similar one in our reading for today, so I'm going to wait.
Horse meat?
Yeah, exactly.
I skimmed the article. There is like in the first paragraph about the horse meat.
So let's read it. Can we have Francisco? Can you please read? Food crime is an international problem. Can you read the highlighted part of the article, please?
There is a new and growing danger with food. Why criminal gangs are selling billions of dollars of fake food to supermarkets around the world.
Excellent. Can you repeat supermarkets?
Supermarket.
Perfect. And food we eat?
Food we eat.
Excellent. Much, much better. Let's go to the next part here. Jesus.
The food could be very dangerous. In the past few years, there have been some high-profile scandals. In Britain, tons of horse meat ended up in products that were labeled as beef.
Okay, very good. Labeled. Labeled.
Labeled.
Perfect. Any questions on the vocabulary so far?
Maybe high profile.
High profile scandals. If something is high profile, it means that it's significant or important, as opposed to something that only affected a few, maybe a small group of people. If it's high profile, it means a lot of people were affected and it got a lot of attention.
Could that imply that high profile means that we're involved maybe not famous, like, how do you call, like, famous companies or?
Yeah. What do you mean, Michael? Can you repeat the question?
What's the word for like companies that they are popular or they are famous? What's the collocation like?
High profile companies, yeah.
Yeah. So could that mean in this sentence that the idea that some high profile scandals that involved like companies high profile? I mean, with big brands or?
It could, but it doesn't mean that here because it says high-profile scandals.
Okay, okay.
So it means that the scandals attracted a lot of attention or publicity, but that could be, Michael, because the companies involved were well-known or high-profile. So you could be right, but in this context, it doesn't specify that. It just says that the scandals became very well-known.
Okay, okay. I less seen like high-profile with kind of scandals or more like with people or companies. This word high profile. Is there like low profile?
Yeah, absolutely. Low profile. If I said to you, low profile means to go unnoticed or to not.
Okay, okay.
So for example, I could say to you, Michael, I like to keep a low profile.
Okay.
I don't like to be in the spotlight.
Okay.
Which we all know is totally not true, right?
You like to be in high profile. in the spotlight.
I like to be in the spotlight, Michael.
Oh, okay. Spotlight.
Teacher, sorry, I was thinking it is like a record. So they have a record of scandals.
A record?
A record, yes.
You thought that's what high profile meant?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but it could mean that they are repeated offenders if they are well known for being scandalous.
Okay.
Okay, it just depends.
So teacher, just a single profile, what's it mean? The same but single profile.
Single profile?
Yeah.
It would mean the only profile of a person or a thing. It wouldn't be related to the topic.
So it's no different if there is no dash between the two words?
No.
Okay. I thought it's a phrase and different meaning giving.
I can't think of it, Mustafa. Single profile. It's not an expression. It's just two words that sometimes work together.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go to the next part. Daniel, would you like to read for us?
Yes. British police recently found a product that used cheaper peanut powder instead of almond flour. This could seriously harm or kill people with peanut allergies.
Very good. Peanut.
Peanut.
There you go. And the last part here, maybe we could have Ali read it for us.
Okay. In 2008, 6 babies died in China after gangs made and sold fake milk powder. Gangs can make a lot of money from fake food. It's also safer than selling drugs for the gangs because the penalties are lower.
Very good. Excellent reading. Any questions on the vocabulary for the first paragraph? So let's have Andrew tell us about one of the food crimes that are mentioned in the first paragraph. Relay it to me.
One of the food crimes is when, for example, in Britain they put horse meat instead of beef.
Yeah, what do you think about this? Is that a serious offense?
I didn't try horse meat, but maybe it's, of course, it's an offense.
How would you feel if you purchased what you thought was beef and you realized you were eating horse meat? How would that make you feel?
I would feel very bad.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe there's no physical harm or a result that would come, but do you think we have the right to know what we're eating?
Of course, but maybe it's not so serious as, for example, making fake milk powder and other things. But of course, the knowledge that I ate some horse or maybe cats or dogs meat, I would it would make me throw
up.
Throw up, yeah.
Okay, very good. What do you guys think? Does anyone remember the story in 2008 of the babies that died from that milk powder? Does anyone remember what was in the milk powder?
Nope.
It was metal scraps.
Okay.
Metal scraps. So small pieces of metal that were unused by mechanics or construction that were ground into powder. So it was like a metal or some kind of lead poisoning that the babies got. It was terrible. What about peanut flour instead of almond flour? Why is that such a danger?
Can kill people with allergy.
Yeah,
peanut.
why do people buy almond flour?
I don't know what's that almond flour, to be honest.
Almond flour is flour, so instead of it being made from wheat products, Michael, it's made from almonds that are ground into fine powder.
What's that almond, actually?
Almond?
I don't know.
How
One
can
second,
I explain?
look up on the
It's
Google.
a type of nut. A type
It's
of
like
nut.
rice. Looks like rice. No?
Just look up almonds.
Yeah. Oh, a type of nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what's that.
Of
Okay,
course.
I've eaten these things. So, could you repeat your question, please?
Why do you think people buy almond flour? What kind of people would have to purchase almond flour?
That have allergies to peanut flour.
Exactly, right? So the idea behind it is crazy. You think
That's
that they would be smarter.
That's called like what's the word? Like there is like a word. I don't know. I don't remember the word.
If you think of it, tell us.
Fatal, or not fatal, but something like that.
It's fatal. It means it could kill someone, and it's true.
Okay, no, it's another word. Okay, if I remember, I'll say.
Ended up equals expired or throw it away. I'm just looking for the expression in the reading, Mustafa.
Just the 2-line wide. The first 2 line. The second one. The last word. Before bottom of high profile.
There.
Horse
Okay,
meat and
tons of horse meat ended up in products, or no, it means in this context, ended up means their end result, or so instead of the horse meat mysteriously appeared in the mixture that was supposed to be beef. You could say, I wanted to corner store. My end result was at the corner store, even though that's not where I was going, okay?
Oh, okay.
So the
Okay.
horse meat should have gone where the horse meat was supposed to go, but instead it ended up in a container that was labeled as beef.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Let's go on to the next one. Andrew, did you read yet?
No.
Can you read the next part, please?
Yeah, sure. The Assistant Director of Interpol, Michael Ellis, told the BBC that food crime is very similar to the drug trade. He said, in my experience, the patterns used by criminals involved in counterfeiting are very similar to those used in the dealing of drugs.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Good reading. And Victor, I'm ready to hear that fantastic reading you have. Can you read the next part?
He said police in 33 countries show that food crime is a serious international problem. The police found children's candies that were dyed with a poisonous chemical, 430,000 liters of fake drinks, and 22 tons of long-grain rice that was labeled as high-quality basmati rice.
Perfect. And Michael, could you finish the reading for us?
Yes. Where to start?
At the end of the
Oh, okay. The British government said it was a difficult problem to tackle. Tackle or tackle?
Tackle.
Tackle. It said that using technology might be the only way to beat the criminal gangs.
Excellent. Any questions about the vocabulary in the second paragraph? To tackle.
counterfeiting.
Counterfeit.
Yeah.
Okay, who can explain what counterfeit means?
Fake.
Yeah, exactly. It means fake. A fake version that is made to look like something else that's real.
It's not generic, yeah? The word is generic?
No, it's not generic. It's like it'll try to appear like a brand when it's not.
Yeah, but I would say that it's not generic. Can I say like that or no?
It's not generic. That's correct.
So what's generic? Like original generic?
No, generic is I can think of an example.
Mm-hmm.
It's when it has all of the ingredients of something else. It relates to something, but it doesn't have the brand name.
Mm.
Okay? So, for example, Tylenol, or okay, Advil. Advil is the brand that ibuprofen has.
Who?
Ibuprofen is the drug.
Oh, okay, ibuprofen.
Okay. So Advil is the brand name, but people say, "Can I have an Advil?" And you would give them a pill that had maybe 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. Now, if you go to the Mr. Coffee, can you please mute your microphone when you're not speaking, just because there's a lot of noise in your background? Thank you. Now, if you went to the drugstore, Michael, and you said, "Can I have the generic version? Can I have the generic ibuprofen?" It's like a non-branded product.
Oh, okay. Clear. Yeah, it's the same like quality and the same functionality, but another name like not so famous.
Okay, exactly.
Okay.
Any other questions? Mustafa, to tackle. Who can help Mustafa with that one?
To beat.
To process.
To process? Not necessarily, no. Is a difficult problem to
follow them.
Resolve.
Resolve?
Nope.
Resolve, yeah.
Yeah, to solve, resolve.
Yeah.
It means to fight or wrestle. Let's see if...
Yeah, like to follow them and stop them from doing this.
It comes from football. Football. It means when you hit the other person with your body and you take them down to the ground. That is to tackle. So tackling a problem means fighting against it or trying to fix it and it requires a lot of force.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. I just translated and it was like resolving or processing, something like that.
Okay, and that's how we're using it in this sense. But we use tackle, not resolve, because it's difficult and it requires effort. Okay?
Okay.
And to dye a candy means to cover it with something, or?
Excellent. Yeah, dye is the color. So if you dye, for example, I might dye my hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Change the color of it, but putting the dye on the candies was poisonous. Very good.
Okay. So teacher, dye like a color now? So I can use dye in the sentence, maybe in every situation, maybe, or
what do you mean?
So it's like a synonym of color, or okay, it's a process to color.
Exactly.
I thought it's the same meaning of color.
Or dye would be the product used. To dye could be a verb, meaning to color or change the color of something else. The dye as noun is the actual liquid that is used to change the color of something else.
Okay.
Just depends. Tinte in Spanish, exactly. Jesus, thank you. Anybody else have a question about the... So give me an example of something that can be counterfeit, Ali.
Mona Lisa painters in the...
What did you say, Francisco?
Mona Lisa, the...
The Mona Lisa. Very good.
I have two painters to sell.
Excellent. Very good. Two prints or counterfeit. But it's only counterfeit if they claim that it's real. They claim that it's the original, but it's not. That's counterfeit. Good. Ali, what's something else that could be counterfeit?
Maybe some jewelry.
Okay, very good. Who can think of the most counterfeit thing in the world? Thing that is copied the most? Money.
Oh, yeah.
Right? People who print money and use it as if it has the same value as money from the bank.
Yeah.
It's under the table one.
Exactly. Very good. Mustafa, what do you mean? The only original one in my room?
Yeah, read the connect the Mona Lisa by what I am saying, and you will get it.
Are you saying that my painting of myself looks like the Mona Lisa?
Yeah, the picture you saw.
I am
So
highly offended.
Mona Lisa is ugly.
She is ugly.
really? I
Mustafa, you tell me that I look like Mona Lisa one more time and you're never coming back to my class, okay?
sorry,
What
I
did
didn't
you
know
do,
she's ugly.
Mustafa?
I didn't know she's too ugly.
And
I
she's
know it's
more than
famous.
1,000 years, you know.
She's famous.
She's got your eyebrows, though.
She's famous for her smile, just a smile.
Exactly, because it's kind of a weird smile.
Yeah.
Do you
Excellent
know?
job.
Just now I know she's ugly.
You didn't know that before?
Yeah, I just know she's famous, but I didn't focus if she's beautiful or not. Maybe because, as Andre said, she's too old or something like this.
Now you are biased.
She's just highly unattractive. That's all.
Yeah, maybe there is no color there. And
Young, old, new, doesn't matter. We're just we don't got it, we don't got it, right?
okay.
Good. So what do you guys think? We're going to discuss this question here. Which is worse, a food crime or a drug crime? Why? Who would like to share their opinion? Let's have a little chat about it.
Food
The
crime.
drug crime, what's that mean? Drug crime.
Drug trafficking, selling drugs, taking drugs, dealing drugs, sending them overseas.
Is that implies well like fake drugs? What I mean that drugs in terms that as medicine, like you go to. So how do you call that?
I don't know. Maybe it's also a drug crime, but it wouldn't be selling it as something it's not. It would be using pharmaceutical drugs for a purpose that they're not intended.
Counterfeiting.
Yeah, what I mean that, for example, you go to drug store. Yeah, do you call drugstore or what's the name? And
Pharmacy.
Pharmacy, yeah, and you buy a medicine, but it's not original, but it's fake.
Right.
So how do you call that crime?
I don't know.
So I mean, in this case with food, it's called food crime. That's why I kind of extrapolated, or I kind of understood that that called drug crime.
Okay.
Those are drugs. But
I understand what you're saying.
is that correct, or I am wrong?
I don't know.
Of the drug.
You know, some drug sellers sell the cocaine. Maybe they put some powder in the cocaine, and so is it a drug crime or something like it?
Sure it is. You're not getting the product that you paid for.
Yeah.
Also, if we have like money, so we cannot say maybe it's depend. No, we cannot say money crime. No, it's false. We cannot get a name for everything.
No, it's true. I know what you're saying. So, Mustafa, you said that the food crime is worse than drug trafficking or drug crimes?
Yeah, because many people, maybe because many people would die or poison because of this. So if this spread in in different places, so it would be hard to get maybe that bag from the market before the many people sold it or something like buy it. So sorry about it. Buy it. Okay.
Good answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we have many crime and also many money counterfeiting crime and food crime here, especially in my country. Yeah, in my country, even chips. Okay, chips, counterfeiting chips. Yeah.
Potato chips?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. There are a lot of rich bad man. They marketing this food or bad food just to get money. Don't think about the people will die because of it.
Thank you for sharing. It's definitely common. Let me just say hello to Raylan. Hi, Raylan. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. How are
How are
you today?
you? Um, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like is that Eminem on your picture?
Well, yeah, the guy's Eminem. Yeah, he is.
Are you a fan of Eminem?
And I kind of, into that stuff. Well, a little bit.
Where are you from, Raylan?
Yeah, I'm a little bit into. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I live in Iran.
Okay. Thanks for joining the class. It's nice to meet
Iran.
you.
You know where Iran is?
I do, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Thanks for coming to class.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do,
Yeah, thank you for teaching.
what we're going to do now is take a look at the discussion questions, or you guys can create your own questions. Do you guys have a preference? You guys want to try to create questions, or would you like to look at the ones that are already created in the document?
Let's start with the document. We'll
Okay.
see how it goes, what questions there.
So my first question for you guys, and I'm going to ask Jesus.
I have a question, teacher.
What? What's your question?
Did anyone become a victim of food crime?
Has anyone in the class been a victim of food crime?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have. I just don't know it.
Yeah, I think all people.
All? Okay.
I
I
think-
just meaning, and you know, Ian.
Sometimes you don't know what you buy, what you that.
I think everybody had food poisoning or something, but I'm not sure that it was a food crime because you could have your product stay more than the expiration date in your fridge. I mean, so it's not necessarily food crime.
Maybe just an accident, right? Accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
For me,
sure.
actually, I think I had the experience of maybe cure crime, the treatment to get from the clinic or something like this. We have that famous in Arab country, maybe Middle East.
I just thought of I'm going to look up his name. Has anybody heard of Willie Picton?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a really gross story. Do you want to hear it or no?
Yep.
It's horrific.
That's okay.
In Canada, there was a serial killer.
Oh no. Let's move to another story.
You don't want to hear it?
We want.
Okay.
You can't handle it?
But without details, too many details.
Well, it was on the news, so I should be allowed to say it.
Okay.
If you don't want to hear it, I'm not going to tell you because it is really, really disgusting.
No, tell us.
Pretty good. He wants to know.
You like disgusting things.
He
Willie
put something in
Picton.
food?
Willie Picton was a serial killer that was killing women for, I think, I don't know if it was like 20 years, but it was over a very long period of time. He was in Canada. He would pick up prostitutes and he would kill them and feed them to his pigs. And then they sold that meat, that pork, all over Canada for many, many years. And they discovered it. They discovered it after, I think it was 65 women had been killed. And then he was finally caught. Nobody knows what to say.
Yeah, but is
I told you it was gross.
no, is there any relevance what the pig ate? Like, because is that a correlation? Like, if they eat human meat, you eat as well human meat. But I mean, I don't know about that.
It's not. You're right. It's not like there was ground up human inside of the pork.
Yeah.
That's true. However, the idea there's a standard of what an animal has to eat to be able to serve that meat to the public, right?
Okay.
It has to be a certain type of grain. It has to be without antibiotics. Like all of those things that are used to give nutrients to the meat that you're about to eat has an effect on the meat, obviously, right? So you're right. It's not like they were eating humans, but it was not according to government standard, clearly. And the very idea was enough to make people pretty sick.
Well, nowadays I've heard that like Americans complain that the meat in the U.S. is not meat. Like I've heard an American, she said that like in the U.S. the meat is not meat, and that's why she doesn't eat meat in the U.S. She's vegetarian because of that.
They're fed with like genetically modified grain, which has an effect on the meat and makes people sick when they eat the meat. So yeah, it's vegetarians are very common in this part of the world. Very common. Okay, that's my really disgusting story. I'm sorry that I shared it now, but
Thanks for sharing.
you're welcome. Here is a list of words. Let's do this one. How much do you trust the food safety system in your country? How much do you trust the food safety system in your country? Victor.
I trust the food safety system in my country completely.
Why?
Because, I don't know, I just believe people.
You believe Google?
I believe people.
Oh, you believe people. I'm like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Victor, have you ever had a situation like that in your country where it's come out that the government or the Food Inspection Agency hasn't been honest? Has that ever happened in Russia?
Can you repeat?
Has it ever happened in Russia that it's been exposed that there was some kind of food crime being committed that you were affected by, or has that never happened to you?
I don't remember any.
So that's probably why you trust it, because it has a good reputation.
Victor, have you ever heard of the case? I read on the internet about the case about the cheese company from Russia. Have you ever heard of that case? Cheese company.
Cheese?
Or Andrew. Yeah, cheese that produce not only cheese but dairy products like cheese, like what are others, Abby? Like
Milk.
dairy.
Dairy
products.
Yeah, dairy
milk.
products. Who heard about that? Andrew or Victor?
I don't remember actually.
No.
And you know,
What's
no
wrong
risk,
with
no fun.
Sorry? Have you guys heard of it or no?
Michael, tell us.
That's horrible. That's like a story of Abby's story. It's the same.
Good.
You can Google that. So basically, they're like Abby, what's the place where you make like cheese? How do you call that?
A cheese
The
factory?
What? A cheese what?
Factory?
Yeah, a cheese. On that factory, it's not in the capital of Russia, but in another place. Like I don't remember exactly the place, but on that factory, people who were working there, they were making parties, so they were naked in the milk from what was produced the cheese. Like
Yeah, I
they taking
remember.
bath.
They swimming. They were
Yes,
swimming. in the
swimming.
milk.
They were drinking. And they were playing who is faster to make a cheese, and was like completely not sanitary. Abby, what's the word?
Sanitary.
Yeah, not
Unsanitary.
unsanitary. Anti-sanitary, and that was ridiculous to see something like that. And all the products were removed from the shelters, like from the not shelter, from the shelves of the and the fabric was closed. goes
Yeah,
down.
I remembered it.
Oh,
but
you recalled,
yes,
okay.
Nasty.
But
I read on the...
I took it as a joke.
Oh, okay. As a PR as a publicity, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
My goodness.
It's ridiculous.
I thought because milk products are pasteurized, I would think that all the bacteria would be killed anyways. So I'd eat the cheese anyway.
You see those guys who would...
Cheese with Russian men that were swimming in it?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Like 5 or 10 men swimming in it before.
I think the women would have been running to the stores to buy all the cheese off the shelf.
Yuck.
I guess nobody in the class gets my sense of humor, but I don't see the problem, Michael. I don't see the problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Then I sitting on the fence if you don't see the problem.
No risk, no fun.
Yeah, exactly. How can... No, that's not a very good question. Let's do it where you guys create some questions or sentences with our words now, okay? Because I don't like the rest of the questions. So here is a group of words. Choose, either you can create your own sentence with the words. Why isn't it coming up? Sorry, you guys. I'm having just a bit of a problem here. Choose one of the words in that group and create a question or a sentence for somebody else, whatever you decide you'd like to do. Let's have Francisco start. Can you create a sentence using one of the words from that group of words, Francisco?
Yes.
A sentence or a question for somebody else.
Yes, I'm thinking.
Okay.
It is dangerous eating in the cities, in the restaurants in China.
Okay. It is dangerous to eat in the restaurants in China.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
quite a statement. It is dangerous to eat in the... And that's how I lose all of my Chinese students, right there.
Yes, it's a problem.
Good sentence. Raylan, can you create a question using one of those words?
A question? Well, how should criminal gangs, I don't know, fight poisonous chemicals? No. Like...
No, you just need to use one of the expressions or words in that list to create a question for somebody else.
Okay, just let me think for a moment.
I'll give you a moment because I think you maybe were thinking about something else when I asked you to do that. So I'll give you a moment to catch up with us, okay? Victor, do you want to give it a go?
Yeah. I want to ask Michael, do you like rice porridge?
What's rice porridge?
Or rice cereal? I don't know.
Rice cereal? So it's rice, like rice, yeah?
Yeah, rice, like rice.
Well, it's not the... like... so I'm kind of indifferent. I like, but not very much.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Victor, is that really common in Russia, rice cereal?
Yes, quite common. I liked rice cereal.
Interesting. Andre, do you want to ask a question to anybody else in the class?
Yeah. For example, Ali, do you think in the past few years the number of allergies grew up because of the chemicals in the food?
Good question.
Yes, I think it's increasing. So people don't eat natural foods nowadays. Maybe in last years, and they affected the people health, and we can see some new illnesses, or we didn't hear that. I think, yeah, it's true.
Good. I would totally agree with you, Ali, on that one. Allergies here have become so common. People that were never allergic to things before have become way more allergic. I think, Andre, it's pesticides, like what they spray on fruits and vegetables. It's become a problem. At least here. I don't know about in Russia, but here that's definitely become a problem. Good. I just remembered, you guys, I committed a food crime on the weekend.
What was that?
What was that?
I stole an apple from an orchard.
Yeah?
I did. I was with my friends, and I said, those apples look so good. And he stopped the car, and he said, go take an apple, and I did it. I felt so guilty. I literally went out, I grabbed the apple,
You stole an apple?
back in the car,
Okay.
and I went, "Wah!" I screamed. So I
Well, that's a
committed
crime.
I know.
Red apple, or
It was, I think it was a Gala apple.
Genetically modified apple?
No, not in
And you
Canada.
got punished for that? You know, as a matter of fact, if that's a crime, you should have been punished for it.
I know.
And
It's
were
not
you?
really a crime. No, it's not really a
So
crime.
you got away with it.
If the branches are hanging over the outside of the property, you're allowed to graze.
Oh, I thought you stole one from a shop. I didn't think it was a house or something.
No, like an orchard. An orchard is a huge
Yeah.
property that grows apple. There's apple trees. They grow apples.
Yeah.
So it was on the property of a person, and I took an apple off of one of their trees.
So that's a normal thing. I mean, you could have stole all of it, you know.
No, it's not really normal. You shouldn't do it.
Well, believe me, I
Shouldn't
mean,
be
most of
done.
the time I just do a lot of stuff like this. Just it appears to be a little bit crazy, but you know, it's so funny and exciting. So yeah, it is worth, I mean, spending a little time on that. I mean, doing
What?
I mean, stuff like this. Maybe stealing things.
What?
That's great. I mean, it's stealing things from, I don't know, where it appears to be. I mean, you know.
It was kind
they
of
don't
a
belong
joke,
to nobody.
Raylan. It was a joke. I didn't actually commit a crime. I just took an apple off a tree.
Did
So I
you
was just
climb the tree, Abby?
I didn't
Okay,
climb the
that's
tree.
that's cool. That's cool. I like
Never
it. You know.
mind. Never mind. It's
Okay. Did
not
you
funny, I
take
guess. It's fine.
only one?
I only took one, and I didn't share it with anybody.
Why didn't you take one more for your friend?
For my friend, well, there was more than one, and I wasn't gonna take 5 apples. Okay, that's all the time we have.